The family of Nathaniel Julius are demanding answers from police. That's after the 16-year-old was shot and killed in Eldorado Park community.
What is a colored? Because I can't see myself as a colored. Because that identity was forced onto me.
If you have a identity crisis, what do? If you don't know who you are.
Recently, a 16-year-old colored boy with Down syndrome was shot and killed in Eldorado Park, Soweto, by policemen. Why the is no one talking about this? Why are we not talking about this? Why is this not gaining the same amount of traction that George Floyd gained in our own country? Y'all are so quick to scream Black Lives Matter when it comes to overseas issues, but when it's in your own backyard, you won't say shit. Colored people stood by us as the black community when we were fighting for black lives. They were there, dog. They were there. But no one's saying anything. The colored community is going through the most and no one's saying nothing.
Yo, what's up people? Firstly, I am Trouble Beats from Cape Town, down south. Holler at the 7100 if you want some beats news, want some beats, yeah. The song Landlid recording my verse is chopped into two parts. The first part is recording my verse. It's about me personally, where I talk about how thankful I am for all the things that is going currently on in my life, whether you're an enemy, friend, or family. But I'm actually really grateful, man, for all the things that I've accomplished this year or all the other previous years. The second part is about the money structure in South Africa, man. Actually, the South African rappers, not South Africa rappers like in your English ones or what. Especially the Afrikaans ones. In and around Cape Town, we get the least deals out there. You know, like we don't get seen on TV. Yes, youngster is there. He made it there. Good luck for him. Whatever the case may be. Radio is there. Radio T is doing a good job, but still we're trying to break off stuff. We can't even afford to build up again. So yeah, we don't get playtime on TV because our sound in nature is very raw. You understand? No one listens to Afrikaans randomly unless certain people ask them to listen to a certain track. You understand? I've actually had this feature on for a long time. I've actually never met the person that is featuring me. His name is Nevin. Landlid was like an idea. I thought of that idea on the spot because I was emotional that day, man. I was looking for this feature for several months. Woo! And then Claire Note, big ups Claire, he introduced me to the mute group. It's like a talent group where you showcase your talent and then they give you feedback, criticism. Like I said, whatever work you do, you get criticism. And that is where Nevin took my proposal and he did his half of the feature. Within a week, it was done. People don't stand together as one. Like for example, I'm going to take apartheid. Whites stood together, The same as goes for our African people. The colors were in between and mingled on either side. But then we adopted some of their cultures, like we were in between, and then we never made actually solo choices because we want to see who's going first or last. Is my friend going? If not, I won't go, all the stuff. And then this was our downfall for many long time ago. A long time ago. Even up until today, that is our downfall. If we understood that there is power in numbers, why can't we stand together as one? I don't see myself as a weakling, nor do I see the next person as a weakling. But I believe firmly when I say this, if we stand together as one, as a unit, as a nation, as a country, a lot more can be done. Musically, financially. I can't speak for personal matters or whatnot, but there are people that can do certain stuff about the household problems and whatnot. There are NGOs or NPOs that do stuff like that. So yeah. Then there are three types of people in this world, right? The first 50% is, the very kind, lovable, lax people, the people that is very supportive of music, local music, of course. They will go out and search your music, say, hey, if you listen to this guy, if you listen to that guy. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. And then there's the 5% of the people that does criticism. It doesn't matter what kind of work you do. Criticism will always be a part of the scenario, which is a good form, which is good in a form of there's always room for improvement. There's something you can do to do better at what you do or whatever the case may be. And then the 5%, the 45% of the people, I'm talking about the people that doesn't listen to Afrikaans music at all, even if they are colored people, they would rather support English rappers overseas. I understand we got different taste in music, but how will our people grow? As coloreds, how will we grow if we don't support each other? We always look down on each other. Sy rap junk, man, sy rap junk, whatever the case may be. But I am making music to bring people together. In emotional lyrics, but our people never listens. They never listen. Ever. They don't learn from the mistakes. I can't speak for everyone. Maybe I fall into that trap as well, but yeah, you never know.
1,000 broken bones buried in water edition. 1,000,000 broken dreams buried in the color of my skin. You think the way I speak tells you who I am? But I'm fighting water edition while fighting the war within. I thought I'd stand for the kingdom. Somehow I still stand for the man. Born into water edition, so I guess here I stand. Fighting white ideologies that have now become black. Identity crisis, failure written on our backs. We never made it out of slavery, state of mind. Our youths left to die, desperation in their eyes. Damn right, I'm fighting water edition to keep my children alive. Born on the Cape Flats, automatic demise. There is no help for us, we have to help ourselves. Our parents cannot help us, they cannot help themselves. But we are not helpless, victory will be ours. Water edition, pass down, force down, way down. We must put down water edition. State of mind, the future seems bleak to the soldiers on the inside. Dirty smudges underneath the mother city's crown. For generations over and over, we have been let down. 1,000 broken bones buried in water edition. 1,000,000 broken dreams buried in the color of my skin.
everybody. This is Sherith Sanger here, and I'm very excited to be providing an input for Nevin Christians to both the Coloured Lives Matter movement as well as for Fireflies. So how do I know Nevin Christians? Let me say that I know him since he was born. I was Nevin's neighbour. We grew up in Mitchell's Plain in Portland's in Kunini Way. And I was the neighbour who basically pushed Nevin around in a pram. He was the cutest little boy. So basically I know Nevin since he was born, and I've seen Nevin do many different types of things, express his artistic side, become involved in music, become involved in a range of different types of movements. I've also seen Nevin move towards his qualification in social work, and I see him excelling in that as well now. So yes, Nevin has been involved in many different things, artistic and academic, and he continues to grow from strength to strength in this regard. So I know Nevin his entire life. I am an attorney by profession, but I am presently a full-time lecturer in the law faculty at the University of the Western Cape. I lecture criminal law and introduction to advocacy, as well as some lecturing in gender law. My background is in the NGO sector. I would define myself as a human rights lawyer. For the most part, I have focused on women's rights. I've done advocacy, litigation, education, capacity building, etc. A range of different things. So that's my background. In terms of my upbringing, I was raised in quite a politically conscious and politically progressive home. And that is very much linked to why I decided to become a human rights lawyer. So my work is very much linked to my belief system, my worldview, and my politics on social justice issues, human rights issues, and so forth. So what is my stance on the Coloured Lives Matter movement? Firstly, I have to say that I do have a little bit of a problem with the terminology coloured. And I say this because this coloured terminology or this coloured categorization was what was given to coloured people by the apartheid government. It was part of the apartheid government's means to separate us, to separate people who were all oppressed. So there was one oppressor, and I believe that all people of colour, all different shades of black, have experienced oppression, as we know, and that we should actually be uniting on that basis, opposed to separating on these issues. So the issues that affect our communities, they affect all shades of black, communities in all different areas, from Mitchell's Plain to Guguletu, from Khayelitsha to Manenberg. These issues are all the same. And on that basis, I believe that we should be uniting. I think that we should be coming together as groups of people who come from a history of disadvantage, and that we should be working together towards making the changes that we need in the country from the community level. So I do take exception to the terminology coloured, because I think that by continuing to use it, we are deepening the separation and the division between people of different shades of black.
I look up. Went too hard, beat clapping from the start.
So ik is je baas, ze moet naar in een hoop. Kijk je ja zelfs, je noem een boot. The way they killing our people is not right. The blacks and the coloreds we have to stand tight, cause this is our fight. And if you don't stand for something, you fall for nothing. My heart breaks for us black and colored mensen. Incarceration and genocide. Even as a social worker, so continue to choose the other side. I tell the truth, the docket says a lie. You might respect you enslave me, tell me why. You know the glory that's bestowed inside. Nathaniel Julius shot dead and he was just a child. It's Julius, my hart gaan redig uit voor jou. We all in this together. You are not alone between the rich and the poor. There's a huge divide. They lied every time they said there's lots of growth. They never catch a rap cop so they kak slow. But for bitchy guns are the week you weggou. Huh? En ik wil niet met bikkel. Ja, ik bijt dan met mijn eigen witte. The way they killing our people is not right. The blacks and the coloreds will have to stand tight. Cause this is our fight. And if you don't stand for something, you fall for nothing. The way they killing our people is not right. The blacks and the coloreds will have to stand tight. Cause this is our fight. And if you don't stand for something, you fall for nothing.